So we got the news that we expected to get from Sony this morning when it comes to their subscription service and their Game Pass competitor, or however you want to state it. I realize that a lot of people aren't going to consider it a Game Pass competitor, and I think that's fine. What they did was announce the tiers and things like that, which I think was basically in line with some of the leaks. And I do have some things to kind of say about the thing, because when you look at some of the wording and some of the things that Jim Ryan has said about it, I feel like he does leave the door open for possible day one games later. But I also think that he actually does reiterate a lot of what a lot of the fans on social media tend to say, and I think that that's a good way of them getting away from the being kind of forced to do it the way that Microsoft does it. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, I think that's open to interpretation. But I do think that it's very interesting the way that they announce this stuff, and I want to get into it because I think it's going to be very interesting, to say the least. What's up, everybody? It's Crap Gamer here with Crap Gamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few changes around here, but that shouldn't stop you from leaving us a like and possibly consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It means the world to me, and you know what? I just think that you guys are absolutely great, and if you are here watching my videos, please leave a like. It helps the videos to be seen, and it helps the channel to grow. So thank you guys so much for always rocking out with me and keeping me company. So we did hear, today was the big day, and that was what we were going to get, and we got quite a bit of information. I want to say right away that I wasn't expecting much. I didn't look at this to be as more of a Game Pass competitor as I did look at it as a situation where Sony was trying to rebrand PlayStation Now and trying to bring together their subscription services, because that makes a lot of sense. And basically, what they've actually kind of said now I found to be very interesting, and I'm going to go over the different tiers and things like that, and exactly what it means to everybody. And it's going to launch this June, okay? So the PlayStation Plus, which has been running since 2010, will change later this year, as Sony is merging the service with PlayStation Now and adding 3 subscription tiers that grant access to classic PlayStation games, among other things. Today, Sony finally confirmed the details of what was previously known as Spartacus from June. PlayStation Plus will feature different subscription tiers, with the Essential tier coming with the same benefits as the current PlayStation Plus subscribers. Basically, Essential provides the same benefits that you already get today, such as 2 monthly downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage, and online multiplayer access. There's no charge for existing PlayStation Plus members in this tier. Price for PlayStation Plus Essential remains the same as the current price, which is, pretty much as it is. The second PlayStation Plus subscription tier, Extra, will offer the same benefits as Essential, as well as an access to a catalog of up to 400 PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games. All these games can be downloaded and played locally. PlayStation Plus Extra benefits include all of the benefits of the Essential tier, plus it adds a catalog of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from their PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partner. Games in an Extra tier are downloadable for play, which is $99 yearly or $14.99 a month, if you would rather do it that way. The third tier is the priciest subscription. Premium will provide all the benefits of the previous 2 tiers, in addition to access to PlayStation 3 games via the cloud streaming, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PS2 games via both streaming and download options. Time-limited game trials will also be offered, as all PlayStation Now customers will migrate to the premium subscription at no additional cost. So, yeah, I mean, the thing that's most disappointing right here is the fact that they're offering basically kind of putting their backwards compatibility behind a paywall. But I think that the main thing that kind of is more annoying than anything is that PlayStation 3 games aren't downloadable. Like, with all the power of the PS5, they can't emulate PS3 games. I mean, I think that's a little bit of a bummer. I couldn't care less about PS1 and PS2 games, as they look horrible and probably aren't going to support trophies anywhere, whereas PS3 games looked okay still, and I would have loved to go back and play like a Metal Gear Solid 4 or something along those lines. But, it's just one of those things that kind of didn't work out right, and people are gonna say one thing or the other. I mean, for me personally, I find it to be a little bit interesting. Um, when it comes to what PlayStation is doing, it doesn't change anything. That was like people will go, well, 700 games, launch month, etc. But that was already what they were doing. They already had that. I mean, I don't think that it's really something that is going to drive home a lot of growth or whatever. And I don't think that that's actually what they're trying to get. After an exceedingly long rumor mill today, they announced it. As expected, PlayStation Now will be merged with the highest tier, PlayStation Plus Premium. And it looks like, it's going to be an option for those willing to kind of, pay for it. Yes, if you're paying per year, it's less expensive than Game Pass Ultimate. But if you're paying, monthly or whatever, the most expensive one is $18 a month. So it's actually more expensive. Speaking of the game industry biz, Sony Interactive Entertainment President and CEO Jim Ryan said that it's a terrific value proposition that wouldn't be possible if the first-party games launch day and date on the PlayStation Plus Premium. He says, it is a fact, for our services at least, that the great majority of people subscribe through a 12-month subscription. It's more than two-thirds who subscribe that way. This is an area of value proposition that we have looked at very hard, and we are delivering, is that for a 12-month subscriber, and that is the great majority of people, the monthly subscription rate for PlayStation Plus Extra will be $8.33, and for PlayStation Plus Premium, it'll be $9.99. We think for what people are going to get, this is a terrific value proposition, and one that simply wouldn't be possible if we were to put our studio's games into the service upon their release. Now, Sony's strategy continues to diverge from that of its main competitor, Microsoft, which decided a long time ago to bring all of its first-party games to Xbox Game Pass subscription service on their launch day. While we didn't get a full look at the lineup, Sony said that the PlayStation Plus Premium and Plus Extra tiers will get games like Death Stranding, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Mortal Kombat 11, and Returnal when the new PlayStation Plus service launches in June. One of these confirmed titles, Housemarque's Returnal, is the most recent, but it'll still be over a year old by the time it becomes available on PlayStation Plus Premium X/Extra. So, again, we're seeing sort of a difference in how these companies do these things, but at the same time, they kind of do mention, Xbox and things like that. So we do see that sort of happen where they mention what's going on with Xbox. But I think that, like, the thing that kind of still makes me kind of wonder a little bit about where this is going to go is the fact that Jim Ryan does leave the door open. He basically says, things can change and, anything can happen. But I also just think that, it's just one of those situations where, just a little bit to me anyway, what he's doing is maybe regurgitating a bit of what a lot of the PlayStation fans say. I honestly don't think that Sony could afford to do day and date with their big things, more so than their quality would suffer. I think that they couldn't, maybe the quality would suffer because they couldn't afford to really do anything the same way that Microsoft could. But it's like, from so far what I've seen from Microsoft and people that try to like compare the two, it just really seems like, to me anyway, that Microsoft, it has the more quality games that they've ever had. When they were just straight up releasing games without Game Pass, we got stuff like Recore, State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3. It was like pretty poor games. And even though they haven't put out a lot of games over the last year and a half, 2 years, the ones that they have been, at least in my estimation, quite a quality offering. So, we'll see where that kind of ends up. But I think that Sony is doing what's right for them, and they rebranded because PlayStation Now just wasn't working. We just have to be real about that. PlayStation Now wasn't something that was that most people were interested in, and it's just something that most people didn't care about, and the fact is, this is the same exact thing pretty much that was, and obviously gamers are going to feel different about this than I am. For me personally, it does not feel like it's going to happen the way that people expect it to happen. I don't know, but you know, again, Microsoft is different than Sony. Sony's different than Microsoft. This is a very interesting day. What do you guys think? Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, crap gamer out.